Today's episode is all about the game of millions. What is the game of millions? It's a very simple idea, but I freaking love it. Okay? So, there are 4 levels in the game of millions. The first level is asking yourself this, okay? How do I generate $1 million? So that might be $1 million top line revenue for your business. That might be $1 million top line revenue for your desk. Whatever it is or wherever you sit, the first level of the game of millions is how do I make $1 million top line? The second level, right? Once you've achieved the first level, tick, I've got that $1 million coming through. Now, what is the second level? The second level I need to beat is how do I make $1 million in my pocket? So bottom line, like how do I generate enough profit so that I take home $1 million? So again, whether you're in a business or whether you're at your desk, how do you get $1 million in your pocket? That's level 2, right? And once you've conquered that level, I've got $1 million in my pocket. A lot of people give up, right? And that's why it's really important to have level 3 and 4. It keeps us going. So what is level 3 in the game of millions? Level 3 in the game of millions is I've done level 1, which is $1 million in the top. Level 2 is I've put $1 million in my pocket after expenses, after everything. Level 3 is how do I make the people around me, or how do I make my staff also get $1 million in their pocket? How do I, as a business owner, reward my best performers to make sure they go home with $1 million? Or if you're at a desk, how do I get the people around me to rise up and make as much as me? Like, how is my influence? How do I do that? Right. So that's the third level. Okay. And then the fourth level in the game of millions is how can I give away $1 million? What charities can I give it to? Can I give it to family members? Can I help my mum? That's the fourth level, generosity. The whole concept is that it's giving you purpose with every level that you hit. A lot of the times people go, oh, I'm going to open a business, or I'm going to start a recruiting desk, and I'm going to be $1 million biller or whatever. Great, tick. You're actually at level 1. It's giving you a bit more purpose to keep going, because ultimately when you get to that charity end of the spectrum, like that's absolute actualization for humanity. I think most people love being generous, right? But you can't be generous unless you look after yourself. So you get your top line in, $1 million, great. Then you make $1 million in your own pocket, great. And a lot of people get there too and go, fuck it, I've made it. Sit back, done. But guess what? What got you to $1 million in your pocket probably relied on people around you. And if you don't reward those people with that same level of compensation, they're probably going to leave and you're going to go backwards. So it's actually really important you do not coast at level 2. That's the trap. Level 2 is the trap. Don't get stuck at level 2. So level 3 is how do I make all those people around me who helped me get here also make $1 million, right? Gives you absolute purpose. And when you articulate that to the people around you, guess what? People fucking rise. They want $1 million too. Everyone does. They probably don't have the balls you have or the guts you have to do what you've done to get to where you are. But if you can help their ships rise as well, I tell you now, they'll be the most loyal staff. They'll be the most loyal colleagues. They'll just be like, I'm on board with whatever you're putting out, because this is exactly like everyone who wouldn't want $1 million, right? And you're going to help them rise with you. And that's level 3, right? And then even then, when you get those people around, you could sit there and coast and you could say, I've got my top lines taken care of. I'm making $1 million. Everyone else is making $1 million. Then it's like, how do you keep growing? And growth for the sake of growth is where it gets lost a lot of the times. But growth for the sake of charity, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? So that's the game. That's the game of millions. It's a very simple concept, but I've really gravitated to it. I love it. I just think it's such a beautifully articulated way to look at cash flow streams, and you can very quickly, you do this exercise now, ask yourself, what level are you at right now? Have you made your $1 million top line? Yes, tick. Well, you've achieved level 1. Have you made $1 million in your pocket per annum? Have you done that? Then tick. Have you made the other people around you rich? Most people listening to this podcast will be barely at 1 or 2. I doubt many are at 3. I'm certainly not at 3. I'd love to be at 3. That's where we are at the moment. How do we get the people around us making millions of dollars in their pocket? And then number 4, the charity. Oh my God. I mean, that would be the holy grail. Game of Thrones. Game of Millions. All right, that's the episode. Like, share, subscribe. Helps us grow. As always, have an amazing day. May all your deals come true.